just want to send our thoughts and prayers to Devin Chandler and Sean Perry, Lavelle Davis's families, as well as Tyler Johnson. Those men passed away recently in Charlottesville and Lynchburg, and it's tragic. And I mean that when we say our thoughts and prayers go out to them. Man, I can't articulate enough the gratitude that I get to experience just being here and getting a chance to do life with our players. And two of my sons are in our family, and we get to do it every day. So, man, my heart breaks for those families. So, about the game, really pleased with our guys' effort, and feel like they've got a maturity about them. They have a right response in their nature, and I think you saw a little bit of that this evening.
Have you had a chance to talk to Church today?
I haven't. I called a couple of the assistants, and yeah, I know they're grieving as well. Yeah, thank you for that question.
Does anything Gary's do surprise you?
The left-handed bank three should surprise me a little bit, but he's a magnificent player. I think he had a little bit of an edge after the Alabama game, and not having a chance to move freely, and he was going to come out and be a little bit more aggressive, and we need him to do that because we have other good players, and he creates a lot of gravity for them.
And tonight, 7 players with 6 or more points. From a balance scoring perspective, are you pleased with the ability to get a lot more guys involved in some of these areas?
Yeah, I'm pleased, but I think that, it's an immeasurable. Like our guys, I'll give you an example. Kyle Rode, you can't measure what's inside of him, and our group's willingness to just play for one another is, I think that's a talent. And we're not always going to win the game. But I said it, I think post game, John, to your question, you asked, what could we take away? And I said, I love those guys. We get it twisted sometimes as fans, as coaches, people that watch and care about. Our guys, look, if we keep getting better and our guys are having fun and enjoying their experience, that's success. And that's going to be our pursuit.
For the guys to bounce back after the game Saturday or Friday night, disappointing loss for you guys. Does that speak more into the type of people that they are?
Yeah, no doubt. No, they had a great practice. I think Kyle alluded to it. We had a really, really good practice yesterday and a good one on Saturday, given, it's been since, I think you said 2016 that we got beat by that margin. But there wasn't a man in that locker room that watched the post game that thought, the other team was 30 however many points better than us. So I just think it shows a little bit of the kind of people that we have, because maybe we've got the sensibility to know that the scoreboard doesn't quite define who we are. Again, I get it. We want to win every game. Me especially. I'm overly competitive. But I just think we're about building and the right stuff. And because of that, I get the privilege of being in that locker room.
And they shoot 54% in the second half, but only one made field goal in the final 5.5 minutes. Are you pleased with the way you guys finished the game? Saying, the bench guys get some run there at the end, but just
hey, they're a good team, and he's a really good coach. So, and when you're down by a lot of points, you can kind of throw caution to the wind, and they have really good individual talent, and saw some go in and got confident. But again, I think our guys processed it, and I think we got a little better tonight.
Zach Cleveland had some nice minutes tonight. Showed a lot of confidence for someone really getting his first couple games. And what did you see out of him tonight?
Yeah, our 2 freshmen, Zach and Colin, are really good players, and they're mature beyond their years. And even though they're wet behind the ears, that came out in one. but they don't play like it. Like they don't have a fear or they're just inexperienced. But I love them. And Ben Sutherland, who's redshirting, he's in that class, and like what JC's doing. So I think it kind of speaks to, maybe the future being okay if those guys continue to develop. And obviously you want the future to be as soon as we can.
You called the time out there in the last 20 seconds where you just want to get a message across to guys about how to finish the game.
Not quite. Just felt like it was. I just wanted our guys to just wait a minute. I mean, I know they're still pressing and stuff. I just want to make sure we do what's right and appropriate the game properly.
Jim and Isaiah have been called for a lot of fouls in the last couple of games. Is that a little concerning, or have you seen like if they're using their hands too much, or it's just early season stuff?
What would you say to that question?
Wait till you watch the film.
Yeah, I'll wait till I watch the film. You trying to get me a fine? Got it, guys?
Yeah,
Thank you.
nice.